In the last tutorial, we installed ROS on the Ubuntu. In this tutorial, we are going to learn how to make a workspace, which is a directory contains all the ROS nodes. And then we are going to learn a ROS command called catkincreatepkg to create some useful and necessary packages in the workspace. And at the end, we are going to learn another ROS command called catkincmake. This command is used to compile all the source code in the workspace. I don't need this window, so I'm going to close the tab or just close the whole browser and maximize the terminal window. Type the clear command to clear the screen. And for now, we are going to add more code. So first, I may try this. Type ls list this command and then hit enter key. Using this command, we can list all the files and the directories under current directory. As shown here, under the current directory, there are folders like desktop, documents, downloads, public, pictures, and the remaining directories. Now let's type ROS cd. This is a ROS command. By running this command, we will change the current directory to the ROS main directory. So hit Enter key. As you can see, the current directory is at a folder called noetic, and this folder is inside the ROS folder. The ROS folder is inside the OPT folder. Let's use ls command, hit Enter key, and these are the folders and the files under the current directory. Under this directory, we are going to make a folder called ROS workspace, and we are going to put all the ROS nodes and the relevant files inside this ROS workspace folder. The Ubuntu command sudo sudo and then make directory command mkdir and followed by ROS underline ws, which stands for workspace. Hit Enter key. Now you need to enter the password to proceed. So I type the password and then hit Enter key. Password. Use list command again. As shown here, there's a new directory created and it's called ROS underline ws. Now let's go to that directory. Use change directory command cd ROS underline ws and hit Enter key. And use the ls command to list the directory. Nothing inside because we just create this folder. This is the directory that we need to put all the packages. Now we use a ROS command called the catkincreatepkg to create some packages. Catkincreate is a ROS command used to create certain packages. It was made based on another command called cmake, and the cmake was built based on make command. It's an optimized way to build dependencies. Click Enter key. The message below shows there's an error. Certain thing does not exist. The way to solve this problem is to create an inner folder called src, where src stands for source. Therefore, we need to manually create this folder. So I will use sudo make directory, which is mkdir, followed by the name of that directory, src. Hit Enter key and enter ls command again. Now the folder has been created and is showing here. With the source folder created inside this directory, now we can try the catkincreate command again. Hit Enter key. Here we get some messages. It shows there's a base path. This is the base path. The source base. The location. And then we have this. But here is the error 13. It shows permission denied. It shows we just cannot build these directories under current location because we don't have enough access privileges. The way to fix it is to first go back to the previous directory by using the change directory command. cd a space dot and then hit the Enter key. And then type sudo chmod, which stands for change mode. Enter the number 777, which means giving all privileges to all users and a group of users for this directory. and then type the name of the directory, which is ROS underline WS followed by -R. So we do it recursively. All the inner folders have the same access privileges. Hit Enter key. Let's re-enter the ROS workspace directory again. So enter cd space ROS underline WS and hit Enter key. We're going to use the catkincreatepkg command again. Hit the up arrow to find that catkincreatepkg command we entered earlier, and then hit Enter key. Finally, we successfully create all these dependencies. The folder called ROS underline WS, the ROS workspace, has been created. You can confirm this by typing the ls command again. As shown here, we have 3 folders: the build folder, the development folder, and then a source folder. Now let's go inside the development folder by typing cd space devel and then hit Enter key. Enter the ls command, hit Enter. As shown here, all these files and folders were created under this directory. Use the cd command and go back to the previous directory. And this time, we want to enter to that source folder. This time, we want to enter into that folder. So type cd space src and hit Enter key. This time, we are going to use a new command called catkincreatepkg underline create underline pkg package. We are going to create a package under src folder. It's called minicode. The minicode package folder stores all the minicode source code files. Using the create package command, we are going to create a minicode package. Enter mini underline code. And we need the ROS CPP C++. We need one more dependencies called the standard messages. So enter std underline msgs. Hit Enter key. As shown here, we have all these files and folders have been created. Those files are inside the minimum code folder. The first one is called the package.xml and the list.txt minimum code folder. And inside the minimum code folder, there's a source folder. Now let's use ls command again. We have following files and directories in the source folder. Let's enter the minimum code folder. So use cd minimum code, hit Enter key. Use ls command again. These are the new files and the directories created inside the minimum code folder. There are 2 files, the package.xml and the CMake list.txt. Let's open the package.xml to take a look. We can use the Ubuntu command such as vi or nano to open and edit the file. Instead, I open it using a software called TextEdit. First, I will resize this window. Move the window to here. Go here, the Show Applications. I'm going to search for the TextEdit. Click on the search box and type TextEdit, which is that one. Click on it. We are going to use this program to open that package.xml file. That file is under Other Locations, and then Computer. Under Computer, as you can see, the file is in this directory. Back to the program, I open opt and then ROS, noetic, and then open ROS WS, source, at the end the minimum code. So I open that one. The one I'm interested in now is this, the package.xml. Either double click on the file name or just click Open button to open it. And here is the package content. I minimize the other window and maximize this window. On the top line, it shows is the XML. Its version is 1.0. The package is 2. This is the name of the package, and here is the end of the name tag. The name is called the minimum code, and the version is 0.0.0. We can change all of this based on the need. The current description of this package is called minimum code. Here is the end of the description. We can add more description over here, such as the maintainer's email, and here the license. Depends on the condition, just enter corresponding info. The symbol open bracket, exclamation point followed by 2 hyphens, and at the end, the 2 hyphens followed by close bracket. These symbols used in the XML represent comments. This area has the more important information. First, we use a build tool called the catkin. The build dependencies includes the ROS CPP and the standard messages. And here the build export dependencies, ROS CPP, and the standard messages. And for the executables, we also have ROS CPP and the standard messages. We need to be familiar with the content of this package and its structure. This concludes this tutorial.